Yeah, I figured the audio is working. You probably heard me go, uh, you know, right now, a little bit of a technology hiccup is not going to, ruin my day. You know, I don't know if my phone's broke or not. The police actually confiscated my phone for evidence. Um, you know, and yeah, Carl, third time is a charm. Hey, CRA audits and Howler, Kenny Powers, Jocko, Carl Medina, Truthaholic. So yeah, and I figured I'd let a few more people get in here before we really get into it. I was hoping that StreamYard would work, because I wanted some of you guys to come up here as well. Hey, Steve, good to see you. Um, because I figured we'd have a chat. Um, the last couple days for me, the people I've been talking to, um, interesting lives, that's for sure. But I did not want to be locked in a cage with so many of them, and I'll get into basically um, how I got you know locked up for a few days. My suspicious behavior could be a felony. Okay, Kenny. um, what did they feed me? Oh my goodness. There was no meat, Howler, that's for sure. My first breakfast there was a bread sandwich. It was two pieces of bread with air in between the pieces of bread, and some piece of stale blueberry cake. And I got some kind of fake juice with that. That was my first breakfast. Not a single bit of protein um, in the 50 some hours I was incarcerated. Um, I, well, I mean, if you guys were watching one of my recent videos where I was in the main library in Akron, um, and I had the head security guard there, Terry, um, basically following me around, stomp on my foot, and smack my camera gear. I filed a police report against him. And he's a retired captain from the Akron Police Department. So, that being the fact that I do a lot of my audits here in Akron, Ohio, and I have a lot of interactions with the Akron Police Department, they know who I am. They know my name. They address me by my name. Um, they know where I live. Um, they're not happy with me, and they basically told me that while I was handcuffed in the back of the car. Um, they think I'm a real piece of garbage for filming in public. Why would I do such a thing? I mean, and I hear this so often. Just because you have the right to do something doesn't make it right to do it. And yes, Earth, 50 hours is a nice paycheck when you get the legal side taken care of. And I'll get to how it ended up at 50 hours because it shouldn't have been anywhere near that long. Um, anyways, when you file police reports on a retired police captain, there's bound to be some kind of repercussion. Um, I went back the next day or a couple days late. I think it was the next day, hobbling around on my little mobility boot there and looking for Terry, but didn't find him. So I went off to another library. That would be the Firestone Park Library in Akron, and I mean it was. just a general audit walking in the front door. Excuse me. I saw, some people working at the desk and, an off duty officer um, sitting behind the desk where, the librarians do the checkout and stuff. And, I wandered on to the back of the library. Okay, Pale Emperor, fix my camera with a big hammer. Cool. Um, anyways, you go ahead and try. It's locked up in the evidence room at the Akron Police Department. Um, so, anyways, I was heading to the back of the library, and I noticed that there was a, uh, a a security guard just sitting there reading a book. So I kind of zoomed in on him. I think his name was Patrick. I said, "Oh, look, here's Patrick. He's a security guard. Looks like he's enjoying a book here at the library." Something along those lines. I can't really recall. Haven't looked at the video because police took my, phone. So how could I look at the video? Um, anyways, he gets up and from the he you're permanently banned from Findlay, Ohio libraries. Awesome. I'm permanently banned from Akron Summit County Public Libraries, all of them. But the security guard gets up, calls me a few names, um, whatever, being childish. Then starts with the expletives, and then he goes and pushes me. Well, I'm tired of getting pushed, so I kind of put my arm out and blocked his push, and he almost fell over a table. He was able to catch himself. Um, but he screams for help, and then the off-duty officer runs back there, and he's like, "Get your camera out of his face." Well, Patrick, the security guard, got up from his table and walked to me and pushed me. I didn't have 9 foot, 10 foot long arms, so that didn't really work that way. Um, but anyways, the thing is the cop started pushing on me. Then the manager shows up, and she's like, "Is there anything I can do for you?" I'm like, "Yeah, get your idiot security guard out of here. Tell this cop to leave me alone. I'm allowed to do what I'm doing." And they kind of all just walked away from me. Well, I guess they called Terry, and he shows up, but eventually it's all three of them, basically pushing on me, smacking my camera, smacking my arm, shoving me around, trying to get me to leave the library. And they said it's because I'm recording non-public information from a public space. I'm pretty sure that means it isn't my issue to safeguard that information. It's theirs. They saw me recording. They saw me walking around with the camera. If they've got anything out, hide it. Turn the paper over. Turn your screensaver on your computer. Um, and by the way, when I post the video, if there's any non-public information, it's going to be blurred out. But so they're pushing on me, they're shoving me, they're smacking my camera and stuff. I'm not the aggressor. I'm constantly moving backwards, and once they get me out of the police or out of the library, you know, um, I was told I was being trespassed for filming non-public information, and they told the police officer that I was filming through a window to look at non-public information. Well, at the library, it's a horseshoe bar like where you go to check out books, and there's three computers on there, and it doesn't matter which end of the arch you stand on, you can see a computer. So I guess anybody that's standing, at the checkout counter is guilty of viewing non-public information. And there's a little window in the wall that goes down to the hallway that goes down to like a meeting room. And I stopped and I just kind of started recording through that window. So now they're like, "Oh, he's a peeping tom." I'm inside the library, standing in public space, filming something I can see. There's no law broken there. So I decided to walk back into the library, because they can't really trespass me if I didn't break the law. Well, they came back in, they drug me out. Then the officer that was there in the patrol car said, "That's it, you're going to jail." And they slapped the cuffs on me. Um, they cuffed me pretty tight on the left hand. I got a nasty bruise and had a little bit of bleeding going on because of how tight it was. Um, they charged me with disorderly conduct and criminal trespassing, and I was assaulted by two private security personnel and a police officer. I mean, uh, I was brought into Summit County Jail around 5 p.m. Thursday evening. What's up, CFPA? Keto, love you, and everybody on here, that's for sure. Hey, Eugene, and Jack of Jack. I was, you know, put into custody of Summit County Police around 5 p.m. Thursday. Um, didn't eat that night. Um, I was in a holding cell with 10 people, um, two of which actually saw my video from Family Dollar. They're like, "Oh shit, that was you." So 20% of the people in my um, holding cell had viewed my one of my videos. Of course, one of my biggest videos so far. But why all the security in Akron Library is good? Um, that's a good question, and I had comments like all those computers and nobody's at them. Akron Summit County Library was victim of a ransomware attack. So their websites are not working correctly. Their internet on all their computers is down at all their libraries, and their phones do not work. Um, and that main library, there wasn't just three security guards. There's generally about 6 to 8 security guards on duty at any time there in that one place. But breakfast was disgusting. It's an air sandwich. You got two pieces of bread. You get the nasty piece of uh, I don't know, blueberry nastiness, and some fake juice. Um, yeah, I got everything from the library recorded, but police have my phone. Um, they already jacked up my Facebook page. It took me 2 hours to get back into that. I had to go buy a new phone. That was fun. Um, and the for lunch, they gave us some kind of potatoes that were 90% salt. So, that does great for high blood pressure, and it's just plain nasty when, food. And the Impossible Burger, the fake meat that they give you. I went before a judge on Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. John Doe, they arrested me for disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. But I went before a judge at 8:30 a.m. on Friday after being arrested Thursday at 5 p.m. Um, I was given a signature bond. Signature bond, basically you sign a piece of paper and they um, let you go. That's just the way it goes. Well, I got the signature bond at about 9 a.m. on Friday. I didn't get booked, and you're supposed to be booked into the jail before you see the judge, which didn't happen. Um, so there's that. Oh, and you don't get a mattress or a blanket until you're booked. And I didn't get booked till 1 a.m. Saturday morning. At that point, they're like, "Would you like to make a phone call?" Well, no, I just want to be let out. Let me go walk to my car and I'll drive my ass home. Well, the deputy says, "Well, we don't have your bond information. It wasn't faxed down yesterday, so you're not being released." Um, so 1 a.m. I'm being put into a new holding cell. This one's a third the size of the one that had 10 people in it, and instead it's with 5 people in it, and 4 of them were in the larger holding cell that I was in there. And they were all surprised that I was not let loose, that I was actually uh, booked and wearing my orange jammies and hanging out with them. Well, about 9:30 a.m. today, they came around and said, "Hey, you're you know come out here, bring all your junk with you." They're not real nice about it, of course. But yeah, I got let loose around 10 a.m. And on Saturday morning, when I walked to my car, it wasn't towed. That was awesome. Miranda rights? No, they never read Miranda rights. They don't have to do that anymore. Not once did my Miranda rights ever get read to me. I had the right to get handcuffed and thrown in the back of a police car and wait till a paddy wagon showed up and then get tossed into a jail cell. Those were my rights. Um, what are they going to do with my phone? Are they going to suppress the video and not allow me to use it in court? I don't know. I'm definitely going to try to do a Freedom of Information um, Act request for cameras inside the library. I'm sure they'll work with me. But wait, none of the emails work for the library, and neither does the phones, and I'm not allowed to go into any library. And truth, yeah, time for a definitely a good attorney. Um, yeah, the orange flip flops are awesome. I asked if I could take them home, and they said no. But, oh well. Um, I'm I'm tired. Uh, my body's aching. The cold concrete floors and wooden benches are not forgiving. Yeah, yeah, definitely file a motion. I got a hired attorney. It's Saturday. I'll work on that Monday. Um, since I've been out, I had a bowl of chili, which was my chili leftovers, and I have some beef and broccoli from the local Chinese place. Um, it filled me up, sort of. The main thing is water. The water tasted like toilet water because, well, the water fountain's connected to the toilet. Isn't that lovely? Um, no, jail's definitely not a good vacation spot. I did thank all the guys in the holding cell for coming over for our sleepover. They kind of laughed. I mean, I tried to have fun, and we did have a few laughs. And some of those guys, they're going through a lot, and they're addicted to drugs and alcohol, and they go down the road that they go down because the only way for them to get the drugs and alcohol that they consume it the way that they consume it is to commit crimes. Um, I'm just glad to be free right now. I won't be having any new content for a little while. I do need to take a rest. I need to recover. I think it's going to take a couple days of just sleeping in my bed to feel a little normal. Um, I do have some content that I shot earlier, in the last few weeks that I have been meaning to put up and just haven't had the time to do it. So you will see some content dropping, that's for sure. I'm definitely going to get out in the morning and watch the sunrise. I'm going to be out there barefoot with the grass in between my toes, grounding my body and letting all that negative energy out. And one of the hardest things for me um, over the past few days is, if you, I don't know if you guys pay attention to everything I'm doing, but I'm really pushing for sobriety in my life. Um, this year, this was my first year that I've had a sober birthday in over 30 years. And, you know, I spent my 21st day of sobriety in a jail cell. Today is my 22nd day. And Kenny Powers, no, there's no updates on little Miss Melina Boyd, the Family Dollar girl. Excuse me. She's going to be going before the judge soon. I do have it marked. I'll be going as well. I have to talk to the prosecutor. Um, she's a. It was funny. The prosecutor that's prosecuting her was a prosecutor sitting for me, and she had to state that she had faith full of hope. How you doing? She stated, and Charles, good to see you. These are Charles McClellan and Full of Hope. Love these people. They're coming from the lifeboat. That's where you know uh, I found sobriety, and a lot of other people find sobriety is on the lifeboat. If you guys want to check out the channel sometime, um, you know, definitely come by. They go live every evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, but that's really what I missed was not being on that channel, talking to my friends in sobriety, and um, I needed that extra strength, while I was in jail. I guess as an auditor, it's something you should always expect to happen. Um, Even though it's something you expect, it's not fun. Um, it's rather violent. I really don't know what kind of shape my phone's in. My foot hurts even more after having to sleep on a cold, you know, um, concrete floor. Uh, and Terry was there. It was Terry that was there. One of the security guards that put his hands on me and, called for my arrest for the third time, and finally got it. Just like this video, third time's a charm for him. His third time trying to get me arrested, it was a charm. No, my hips are fine. No, wait, my hips aren't fine. That car wreck messed them up. But it's not time for a hip replacement. Truthaholic, definitely stop by the lifeboat. We'd love to have you there. I bet you'd definitely like hanging out with all the people. Um, I don't know. Has anybody got any questions other than what kind of garbage food I ate, or um, how did I not uh, take a number two for 50 plus hours? Well, when they give you 4 cups of water a day, it's a little less than what the body needs. And they fill you full of bread and a little bit more bread. And then you get stuff that looks like meat that's made of bread. And, you know, it's a, yeah, definitely don't forget to hit that like button. Like, who said that? It's moving. But yeah, bread's definitely not good. Who was that queen that said, let them eat cake? Cake's bread. It's just got more sugar in it. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like bread. I'd rather have a hamburger in between a couple pieces of lettuce. You know, and not iceberg. Yeah, Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. I think that's who runs the Summit County Jail. Well, I don't think I'd do that because I had to be there because, in that room where the toilet is the water fountain. And you don't get a toothbrush till you get booked in, which I didn't get booked in till 1 a.m. last night, 1 a.m. in the morning. Um, kind of gross, not bathing, not brushing your teeth, being fed stuff that, birds should eat. Yeah, hanging out with rapists and arsons and um, I don't know, heroin addicts that are nodding out and partially disrobing um, in the jail cell. Oh, full of hope. I didn't audit. I got audited and I got assaulted by 2 security guards and a police officer, and they charged me with disorderly conduct and um, criminal trespass. That's the basic gist of it. And I was arrested Friday evening at 5 p.m. I didn't get booked until 1 a.m. on Saturday. I went before a judge Friday morning at 8:30 before being booked. What's up, James? How you doing? Um, you know, it, and then I walked a mile to my car. Thankfully, my car was there. You know, well, that's okay, James. You can go back and watch it from the beginning. That's your assignment, okay? Caveman, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. But since Caveman just showed up and James, all right, I'll do a quick one. Assaulted by 3 people, 2 security officers, and 1 police officer, charged with what the hell was I charged with? I keep saying this and now I forgot. Domestic or no? Oh gosh, what did I say I was charged with? I'm at home, full of hope. And am I injured? Just yeah, disorderly conduct. Thank you, Truthaholic. Yeah, it was disorderly conduct and criminal trespassing. Um, I mean, my wrists are bruised, my hips are bruised, um, my back is sore as hell. I've got a migraine headache, probably from breathing in, you know, the funk of all the people. Um, you know, boy, have I got a headache. I'm thirsty. I'm kind of hungry. I'm tired. I'm aggravated. I'm pissed off. My ego is not bruised. Are you kidding me? I'm walking out the jail like flipping them off and fuck you pigs and all that. Um, you know, they think I'm not going to come back. I'm not going to go to the film the Summit County Jail. They think I'm not going to come back to the police department. Do you think I won't be across the street from the library filming it? I want to stay kind of a little bit of ways. I don't need APD going all ape shit on me again, but I may as well film from across the street because since you guys won't see the video until my phone is returned from evidence, um, I may as well go ahead and audit the restaurant across the street where, you know, patrons and employees came out to harass me for filming a cop and a library. Oh boy. But I wish I had use of my camera. I will investigate it. Um, the solid bar cuffs are brutal. And you know when they put you in the back of the paddy wagon, they're just like, hold on to that blue rope. We aren't going to bother putting a seatbelt on you. And I do believe there was a video I saw not long ago where they did the same thing to somebody. They got in an accident, and the person slid, hit their head, and um, I believe they died in the back of the paddy wagon because they did not seatbelt the prisoner in. Like they didn't seatbelt me in. They don't care about auditors. We are scum to them. We are the lowest form of human beings on the planet to the police because we pick up a camera and we hold them accountable. Uh, no, unfortunately, I did not have an iPhone. Um, I have a Motorola. Um, they, I don't know if they let the phone turn off. Then they need my fingerprint to open it. But you know, I'm sure there's a way around that. If you, obviously there is, they messed with my Facebook account and got it locked. I had to mess around with that to get it back. Yeah, I know the paddy wagon is an Irish name, and you know, full of hope. Irish immigrants, um, they they were persecuted a lot by the New York immigrants who were the cops, and the Irish became um, firefighters in New York. Uh, Back to a little history there. And I'm damn glad I didn't get left on the railroad tracks. I saw a video like that recently too, where they put somebody in the back of a police cruiser and the train hit it. I just saw that just well a couple hours before I went to jail. Oh yeah, a lot of Irish were slaves. Yep. And that's another program with a warrant and a USB cable. What do they do? Like fold the warrant over the USB cable before they stick it in or something? Yeah, James, it was. I mean, oh no, they forced me to be sober another 50 hours. Oh gosh, there's a big backfire. It is the most uncomfortable 50 hours of sobriety I've ever had. You know, you're in there with people that are talking about all the drugs they do, the alcohol they're going to consume when they get out. And I'm just thinking, I just want to get on the lifeboat and enjoy my sobriety and enjoy my freedom. Um, I haven't gone for a walk in the park yet. I'm saving that for tomorrow. Um, I do have a new phone. Um, that doesn't mean that I'm made of money, guys. If anybody can afford to throw a little cash at me, that pinned comment at the top, that's my tip jar. If you got $1 or $2, if you just care enough to share it, thank you so much. It'll really help because you know I had a job I was going to be starting um, yesterday, and don't give it to YouTube. Don't send me a super chat. YouTube eats up 45% of that. If you gave $2, I only get 90 cents. Boo on the big red button. I lost my total train of thought. Yeah, oh, they know how to get into Androids. It's easy. It's the iPhones that they have to call Mac and Apple or whoever those people are over there, the weirdos. Um, I was looking at iPhones today when I was getting a phone. Um, these things are expensive. Forget about it. I got a Samsung. Um, I don't know what it is, but it's better than what I had, and I won't be filming with it. Instead, I have an older phone. I don't even know what it is. The phone I had 3 years ago. It's it'll be my new filming phone. So the next time the police decide to take my property for evidence, it won't be something I need for work. Um, but it's funny. The job I lost was going to be awesome. I'd get to work my own hours, $20 an hour, time and a half for overtime, and all I was going to do is be getting signatures to legalize weed for recreational use, here in Ohio. The Dago wagon. I guess that's where you get like spaghetti in a bowl. They got Piata street fruit foods here, and I hate Piata street foods as far as restaurants go. They're nasty. It was funny the one officer's like, "Why do you film outside Starbucks?" Well, uh, Starbucks customers are pretentious and they go ape shit when there's a camera pointed at them. Why not? I've tried filming outside Krispy Kreme, and you get a bunch of people with happy ass donuts in their hands smiling at you. I mean, where's the content? Bunch of happy people with donuts. Well, there should have been cops. There were donuts, right? But everybody's happy, so they didn't call cops. But I still posted the Krispy Kreme video because I love Krispy Kreme. But Starbucks, yeah, that's awesome. Starbucks has open carry baristas. That would be cool. Kenny Powers is Irish. Oh well, that's cool. I'm guessing that last name Powers isn't the Irish part. I'm part Irish over here, part Scottish over here, part British over there, part German over here, and I'm part Cherokee right here, and I'm part Blackfoot here. I'm an American mutt, and I love America. I love our rights, and I'm standing up for them. The other thing the cop said that he hated I did, because just because you have the right doesn't make it right, is to open carry. He didn't like seeing me with my personal protection device mounted on my hip, walking down the road like I'm legally allowed to do. Wah. Big fucking wah. Dave's darn near everything. You sure he'll go nuts? That's funny. Actually, I should go there, um, Eugene, because I actually bought a flag there and a little tray there, a little sign, for when I do, a little flag walking, but, you know, yeah, Steve, he did bruise my toes, um, but he's also instrumental in getting me arrested because he's a former police captain. And, that blue line, it runs deep in those criminals' hearts, those um, welfare recipient assholes with badges. And I'm safer at a Kenmore construction site. Yeah, yeah. I did go down to the prosecutor's office. Oh, you guys will see that video. I forgot I didn't post it yet. Remember how I went to Akron Police Department and I forgot floors 8 and 9? Well, I went back. I did floors 8 and 9. And I went down and had a meeting with the prosecutor, and it's all on video. Yeehaw. So that one's coming. Holy cow, been on 43 minutes with this. That's fine. Though, who's looking forward to some more videos, by the way? I'm pretty sure I've got something that I can throw up there in the next couple days or tomorrow. Would it be the Akron Police Department revisit, or or who the heck is that? I'm looking at my content. You can't tell, by the way, because my camera is not working. Um, but the thumbprint I gave when I was booked, um, I don't think they can use the thumbprint I use. They have to actually use my finger. And the sheriff's department gets my fingerprints. The police department doesn't. They didn't book me. And I have to go back to the police department tomorrow because they have um, my tripod and my pepper spray, and I want those back. Um, See you later, Keto. God bless you. I'm not going to be much longer either. I want to take a break before I jump on the lifeboat. Um, Actually, if anybody wants to, all you have to search for is at the lifeboat in YouTube. It's about, you know, sobriety, being a better you. Um, and we don't judge anybody there. It's more about coming together because connection is stronger than addiction. And when you connect with people that have similar backgrounds and you know similar struggles, it's always good. A good place to be. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not going to get the phone back till the case is clear, and that's why I had to buy a new phone today. Um, if they get a court order, they get one. I kind of want the video to be played because the video is evidence. It shows me being attacked. I mean, everything else is reactionary. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people, stomping on my feet, smacking my camera, pushing me around. I'm sick of it. I had an attorney that I guess he had no spine. He told me don't pepper spray people if they punch you. Well, um, yeah, I know it's my evidence, and they're going to have to show it. Mad Cat, yes, sweep the leg. Gotta love it. Thanks, Mad Cat. You just made me smile. Um, I and yeah, James, I'll see you there as well. Um, but it's a great place to come together. And there's a few auditors that are actually on that page. A nice pick would be nice, but what the attorney said is don't pepper spray people. I'm like, what? Well, if they hit you, you hit them. Well, if I hit somebody, it can do permanent damage, if not kill somebody. If I pepper spray them, you splash some milk in their face and they cry a little and they snot up a bit, but they don't have permanent damage. If I kick somebody, I could do permanent damage. If you use an ice pick, you can definitely do permanent damage. I mean, come on, it's for picking ice. But, I really don't want to hurt anybody. I don't care if I make them look like a taco and spray the crap out of them. So I'm sure that'll happen eventually. I really wish my camera was working because all I was going to do is post a picture of Lemmy Killmeister or Kill Killmeister flipping y'all off, but not you guys. Everybody else, like all those, you know, law enforcement people out there. Yeah, truth, looking like a taco. That's for sure. Full of Hope is scary. I tell you. You from Southern Ireland or Northern Ireland? Full of Hope. I'm curious about that because if I go to Ireland, I'm hanging out with you. I'll feel protected. Oh, you're a border. Oh, yeah. You see everything there. The green and the orange come together, and it all becomes brown. I mean, that's the way colors work. But anyways, I'm talking a little weird about crazy stuff. That's okay. I didn't have fun in jail. It's never fun in jail. Sleeping on floors sucks. Losing your job sucks. Um, Having your phone stolen by police sucks. But I'm free. I'm free. And right now we're all free here, and we should celebrate our freedom. So, um, y'all have a great night. Thank you, Truthaholic. Full of Hope, Charlie Mullins, Kenny Powers, uh, James Novak, Mad Cat, my buddy, Eugene Thornton, Zane, Keto, John Doe, Steve Mendenhall, Eugene Thornton. I think I said your name twice. If not, it was just nice. And whoever else was out there, I appreciate every last one of you. I won't tell Tommy you're a crazy woman. He already knows. We can see your picture when it gets blown up on the screen. By the way, full of hope. But I think you're a good kind of crazy. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Please share my videos, like them, and subscribe. Get my name out there. Get other auditors. Get Truthaholic out there. That man is really fighting a war for all of us. You got to see his videos. I love y'all. I'll see you on the lifeboat. Y'all have a great night.